It's Riff Arcade. I'm Josh.
I'm Butts.
And welcome back to a beautiful sunny day here on the Bonnie Greens course. We're on hole 5. It's a par 4, 391 yards from the tee. From the amateur tees, that is. There's also the tees, the pro tees behind us.
Oh, jeez, okay.
We're not touching the blue tees or the gray tees. We'll just do the white tee.
That's in front of us. What's the one tee in front of us?
Yeah, it's like, what is that in golf? Is that like the women's tee?
I think so, yeah.
In,
the LPGA.
Which is incredibly backwards thinking, I think. They should tee from the same tee as everyone else, but, it's my opinion. Anyway, but I digress. A beautiful lie right in the middle of the fairway. You know, you can't ask for better than that, as Toad would say.
Oh, no. Truly a beautiful shot, yeah.
I should change up my Toad impression. The Toad impression is more in the back of the throat. Just more of a back in the throat. Mick James a shot. It's hard.
Yeah, but you gotta get the volume, too. If it's somehow the back of the throat is also screeching at the same time.
I'm Toad! Ah!
Yeah. But if you could, like, electrocute your throat at the same time, you do it. Maybe. Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, I gotta
my Toad impression eventually gets so bad it just turns into Christopher Walken. Like, wow! I can't even do Christopher Walken.
It was nice. A beautiful shot.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone has like an Arnold Schwarzenegger and a Christopher Walken impression.
Yeah.
The fairway, 10 yards to go.
Yes, you do an amazing Christopher Walken impression.
Yeah, we all do. Like, even bad Christopher Walken impressions are good Christopher Walken impressions.
True. Like, whoa, no matter how bad a Christopher Walken impression is, it's still delightful in its own way.
Yeah. I just can't go wrong. I can't miss at all. Much like this shot. Look at Boo, like, one-handing the club. It's impressive, too.
That's amazing. Especially since he has no corporeal appendages.
Yeah.
He is 100% ectoplasm.
Yeah. Impressive shot for Boo, considering he is tied to the mortal plane somehow.
Yeah. Boo is like, yeah, you're all doing a little bit better than me, but I have experienced death. I have crossed the plane beyond this mortal coil. So, you know, cut me a little slack.
Didn't we make fun of Boo? Like, we brought him back from the eternal beyond to, like, play a round of golf. He's like, oh my god, what am I still doing here?
That's like, we just finished a stream this past Thursday where we played Super Mario Party, and the CPU was dry bones. So yes, we have this weird string. Right. We have this weird string of dead companions joining us for these rides. It's like, thank you for summoning me back into this dreadful existence just to play a round of golf. Thanks. Very cool of everybody.
You know, when I was living, I couldn't get into this country club. You shunned me, and now you're making me play it? What's going on? Haven't I suffered enough? Ooh, par 3, here we go.
Oh yeah, the par 3s are always fun.
There's one course on here, so like par 3, this is 179 yards. That's pretty short. But like there are some courses on this game where it's like, par 3, it's like 60 yards. Like, what in the world's going on?
So one thing my wife and I think, tell me how you feel about this. Oh, a little short. It's not as downhill as I thought. I think it would be very, very easy in terms of what's already in the game, in terms of like physics engine, the putting engine, the greens, the collision detection. It would be very, very easy for this game to have a miniature golf DLC.
Oh yeah, just make it all putting?
Yeah, wouldn't that be delightful?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And they could even have like little windmills and all that stuff. I mean, there are literally windmills on this course. They're regular sized, but they are windmills. So it's like they're already in the game and everything. It's right there, Nintendo. Make it happen.
Yeah, you've got
Shigeru, call me.
You've got the physics engine about like, all right, how does downhill work? How does... Yeah, you just make it.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it, you cowards.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go backwards.
Well, I was just trying to see if I could see a windmill. That might be one back there. Like, I'm pretty sure there's little windmills. Anyway. Oh, look at that beautiful countryside in the distance.
Oh, yeah. Tuscany.
Almost makes it worth the exclusivity. Koopa, you better be wearing a collared shirt next time I see you on this course.
Yeah, really. Oh, good shot.
Ooh. Got a nice 2-foot putt ahead of me.
Ooh, got a long bomb.
Let's go, put it away.
Ah! Remember how Tiger Woods always did that, like, follow the ball into the hole move? He'd, like, follow it in and then just like, yes!
I think people have forgotten how good Tiger Woods was at golf. Like, the dude won one out of... For a stretch there. There was like a 6 or 7 year stretch where he won one out of every 3 tournaments he went into. And that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
In golf. That's ridiculous. Like, it was legit for a while there to say, okay, let's have a bet. I'll take Tiger Woods. You take literally any other golfer playing in this tournament, and we'll see who wins. And that was considered a fair bet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know any other athlete that has dominated a sport that much.
Also, you folks at home might have already surmised, but the reason I continually only use Tiger Woods in my golf references is because he's pretty much the only golfer I can name. I think there's also
You said Arnold Palmer.
Phil.
That's pretty good.
Yep, there is Arnold Palmer, and that's only because there's a drink named after him.
Yeah, like,
But let me guess. Let me see if I can think of a few
Phil.
more golf names.
Yeah.
There's Phil McElmore.
oh,
McElmore?
close. That was close. Phil Mickelson.
That's it. That's the one I was thinking of.
Phil, I thought you were going to be like, Phil, I don't know, Collins? It should probably be Phil Collins.
That's right. I'm here to play a round of golf. Yeah, I can't do a Phil Collins impression either.
Yeah.
I can do voices. I cannot do impressions. That's the difference.
I wouldn't try to impersonate him. I can't be Phil Collins. I'm not Phil Collins.
Oh, here comes the haunting.
Oh, God, boo. He throws his little, like, ghost children into the ball.
The first time I played this game and I just read on in the text, it's like, he haunts your ball. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that just mean, like,
Yeah.
I start seeing, like, decapitated horses flying through the sky?
Yeah,
and,
yeah, like, does the ball grow teeth? What does that mean?
Yeah. I start feeling really, really cold.
Yeah, does it float?
Like, you can suddenly see Koopa's breath as he goes.
4 feet above her covers. Yeah, like, when you strike the ball, like, your greatest nightmare is, like, put before your mind. Like, what does it mean to haunt the ball?
All of a sudden,
didn't do too much there.
my great-grandparents start reappearing and telling me things.
Oh,
there it
geez.
goes. There's the haunt. There's our haunt.
That kind of helped you.
It did. It just makes the bounce weird. Or if you're on the green, as you saw, it makes your ball go wildly in a wrong direction. The ball's just scared. It's very unsure of itself.
Doesn't want to
Let's
be
see what
part
kind
of
of
the
bounce
earth,
you
yeah.
get. Boop. Oh,
Oh, way
beautiful.
over.
Not bad.
Okay.
That could have gone worse.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah,
worse.
I mean,
I've had worse bounces.
Your ball was haunted. I mean, you could have turned around and there been someone right behind you. Jump scare.
Like skeleton
Wow.
hands, like reach out of the ground and grab my ankles as I'm shooting. That kind of thing. Oh, God!
Oh, that might have been a little hard.
Ooh, I think you... Ooh.
No! Hit the lip. Just a little angel's whisper on the hole. Oh, here you go, butts. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about this. No!
Oh, yeah, come on! 0.4
You were
feet.
robbed.
I was robbed.
Come on.
That's why I would like everyone else go before me. I'm gonna see if maybe my ball will fall in. I think there is a rule, like, you are allowed to wait X amount of seconds or something to see if the ball will fall in like that. And if not, then you have to hit the ball.
Yeah, like the wind would have blown that in.
Yeah.
Now that's a question. If that time passes, if the grace period passes, The judge says, all right, you have to go make the putt. You walk up, line up your shot, and then the wind blows and just drops the ball in? Like, is that still...
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you didn't hit the ball. I guess it would count, but they would be like... Ready? The grace period's over. Like, you need to hit the ball, and you need to do it, like, you know, within like 10 seconds or something. Like, I don't know. Because some yuckle somewhere has probably been like, okay, well, I guess got to get the ball. And we just like slowly walk up. And,
yeah.
Okay, I'm taking out my club. Oh, I dropped my club. Like, really trying to stretch it.
True. Who is that golfer? Wasn't there a golfer that was known for just like chucking his clubs into the lake whenever he messed up? Was that Ernie Els or whatever his name was?
I don't think so. I'm sure there was one, but I don't know.
Who's that Ernie? I think his name was Ernie
Ellis.
Yeah. Ellis. Yeah. I remember he was sponsored by Sobe, and that's how I knew him. I was like, ooh, Sobe. Remember Sobe?
He's my drink guy. Yeah. We talked about that the night on the stream too. I'm like, oh yeah,
that
Sobe.
Same stream on Thursday.
I say Sobe, and I know I'm wrong, but like that's just. I read the word before I ever heard it, so it's like, well, that's stuck in my head.
I think it's Sobe because it's named after the South Beach area of, I don't know, California or something. I don't know. So I think it's just Sobe. But yeah, I remember they had the dragon fruit flavor. They had the Nirvana flavor. Was really good.
That's the one I like, the dragon fruit.
Nice shot.
There was an orange cream flavor that I really liked. And they all had a different herb in it. Like, this one's ginseng, this one's aloe vera. But like, I never cared about any of that, and I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with the rest of my day's experience. You know,
absolute placebo. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's see. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about this. Drain it. Let's go in the hole. Let's go all the way. Kobe. Tiger Kobe.
Kobe Tiger.
Nice.
And he literally scorched the grass with that one. The grass is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Look at the elevation on that. Oh.
Just flat.
Beautiful.
Like a table.
Nice birdie.
I did a little cha-cha there. Have you seen Waluigi's little, like, yay, I made a putt? Like, his dance is weird. I always think he's about to pull a knife out. He just has the weirdest little dance.
I'm going to kill everyone. Hey.
He wears, like, a zoot suit and just like, oh, man.
Nice.
Draw a blade.
Yeah, so that's another thing about this game is usually in most party-style Mario games, like even ones that aren't Mario Party. Oh, we got some weather elements.
Oh, okay. Oh, we should not be playing now.
I usually play as Wario because, first off, it's hilarious, and secondly, I think I've told the story before about how I originally raced as Koopa Troopa on Super Mario Kart. He was replaced with Wario in Mario Kart 64, so I just started playing with Wario. Now it's just kind of what I do. But I actually don't. As you see in this game, I went back to playing as Koopa Troopa, and it's because Wario just looks too ridiculous in this game. He wears like the Arnold Palmer hat, but like it's bright yellow. Like, let me put it this way. You guys know what Wario looks like. He wears bright purple and yellow clothes. And even still, I think he's too gaudy in this one. That should tell you how gaudy he looks in this game.
You've seen Wario, and now just more of that.
Yeah. They doubled down on that.
I got enough.
That'll keep you out of the sandpit.
Yeah, I'm glad for that.
Keep you out of the Sarlacc.
Nice shot.
And Boo hits his first good shot of the day. He must like the rain.
Yeah, he's feeding on people's misery of being in the rain.
Oh, this is the weather I died in.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
I spoke too soon.
That was a good shot.
Unless...
get that bunker. Oh, get that bunker. Okay.
Nope, he made it.
And he's on the fairway.
64.
Beautiful spin.
All right.
So this is actually one of the first. I think this is the first golf game I've played and like gotten into since Tiger Woods golf. There was a Tiger Woods golf we played in college, and the reason I don't play sports games at all, and I especially never play golf games, is because one night my roommate Carrie wanted to play me in Tiger Woods. I'm like, sure, okay, let's do it. And they had a game mode that if you won the hole, you got to take a club out of whoever you played against their club bag. And the idea was like, oh, you take out like a 5-wood or so, like you would just take out a random club to kind of like be less situational. But Kerry found out he could take out the drivers. He could take out any club. So I think he tried to take out the putter, and the game wouldn't actually allow you. But
oh, good.
He took out the drivers, starting with the first drive, like the 3-wood, and then the 5 and the 7. So each hole after that, I could hit. It would take me more and more shots to hit the ball the same distance that he could. And it was like once he won that first hole, he was just winning. And so like by the 5th or 6th hole, I was hitting like my 4 and 5 hole. Like just like it would take me like 6 shots to get to Kerry's first shot, and he cackled like a madman. He was so happy that he found out this little exploit. And I was just like, nope. Oh god, I hit top spin. That's not what I wanted.
Oh, whoops.
Just like his utter delight at that, and my like annoyance of seeing that like I'm going downhill and there is literally no way I could stop this, was just like, nope, I'm never doing this again.
It's like he was winning, but you were getting the handicap.
Yeah, exactly. It's like once he won that first hole, the match had been decided. I could not catch back up to him. So
yeah.
Oh, come on, Boo.
Look at that chip.
I haunted the ball. Yeah. So like that was one of the few times I've rarely seen him happier than when he was doing that to me. Like, messing with me like that.
You have more than one story of like Carrie beating you mercilessly in a video game and cackling like a madman.
Yeah.
I like him already.
He likes to do that. Yes. He is no more than less than what he is. I mean, like, look, they put that rule in the game. Kerry found the rule. I'm not saying he wasn't cheating at all. It was just like, man, like he found the tiny crack weakness and just was like exploiting it. And like I couldn't. Each time he won a hole, it put me further behind, and it was like the game was like, well, if you ever get ahead, you can do it back to him. I'm like, but I can't get ahead. I literally can't.
Yeah.
The furthest I can hit the ball is 112 yards, and this is a 385-yard course. I can't do it.
Like he immediately took the clubs that would hurt you the most and just like went down from there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are halfway through 18 holes. We've done the front 9.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to make this a 4-parter or?
I think we could probably get. We can probably make this at least one more video. Because this is is just it's nice and relaxing. The music's great. I think the music's really good in this game.
Yeah. Look at even the effects. Like Koopa is now wet in the rain.
It's very slick.
For what it's worth, as like a childish isn't the right word, but for lack of a better word, how childish this game is, it actually really gets golf right in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's fun to play this. It's fun. Like Tiger Woods golf was like, it's all right, but
yeah,
this is fun to play.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode of Riff Arcade. See you then.
Don't play golf with Carrie.